guys, we're back with another video. When I bought my Muncie transmission, it had the factory, I believe it's Corvette, shift levers on it, but I had a Hurst shifter with it. So I ordered off eBay, because they're the cheapest I could find, some shift levers that were supposed to go with the Muncie. But as you can see, they don't really fit the best. There's a lot of movement in them between that plate and these shift levers. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take these plates right here off. I'm gonna weld up the hole that's on them that's too big, and then I'm gonna grind it down, put it on the drill press, and drill the correct size hole so it's more of a flush fit in there, and hopefully they don't have as much movement. And then after that, hopefully motor mounts will come in, and then I'll do some more videoing on that for y'all. Anyway, I'm gonna take this off and get to it. Well guys, not a good welder. They say, Tyler, that looks terrible. You can't put that in the car. And you're not wrong. But, I mean, we're not here to win car shows. We're here to do massive burnouts and have a good time, you know? So, I'm going to drill a hole right through that and not care about all the porosity. Who cares? It's not structural. Anywho, I'm going to get these drilled out, put them back on, and then update y'all when I get there. I've kind of left y'all stranded again and forgot the video. But I'm going to give y'all a rundown of transmission stuff, what I got figured out on it. I kind of had to do some reconfigurating because the eBay rods for the transmission I bought for the Hurst shifter, I kept trying to rebend them because the bends just weren't hitting where they needed to, and I could never get it bent right. But I was able to run one of the factory ones with a few of the aftermarket eBay rods, and transmission is shifting a lot better. I get the camera turned around, show all that to y'all, and then fuel tank came in today, motor mounts came in today, and I ordered a couple more parts that I'll talk about here in a minute. Okay, here is the transmission rod I figured out. Was able to weld these and re-drill them out so that this rod doesn't have as much play in it anymore, and then use the factory rod for, I believe this is first and second gear shifts, reverse lever, aftermarket rod. This one was drilled out too, and or I welded it closed and drilled it out. But I left that note for myself, so hopefully I don't forget, but I probably still will. Okay, so now you got first gear, second gear. Hold up, that's shift. First gear, yeah. Second gear, third gear, fourth gear. Come back. This thing's still kind of, there we go. No, this thing's still kind of tight. There we go. Reverse. And it kind of gets stuck in reverse. I got to try to figure that adjustability part out of it, but there we go. First gear, second gear, third gear, fourth gear. All good there. Fuel tank now. It came in today. Like I said, I went with the plastic one. I got to try to find, I don't know, I may still try to rig this up to where I can fill it up how they did in NASCAR. But fits pretty well in there. It's got, I believe this is an 8AN fitting for, I think that fuel line's under it. But I can rig up my fuel system through filter, pump, and then this is a vent line right here, which is 6AN. And then, boom. And I don't know if y'all can see in there, but it's got the foam for baffling purposes. Ugh. And then today I also ordered my new clutch line because the one that was on the car, it's a 3AN, and this piece is stripped out right here. So it'll be a 4AN from the slave cylinder, and then I guess put an adapter right here to go 3AN. I stopped the video on accident. But as I was saying, motor mounts came in too. They're the slider kind, so I'll have a little bit of wiggle room forward and backwards. And then there will be a bolt through there into welding tabs that I can tie into the frame on the front of the car. Other than that, we'll be ordering fuel injection probably in the next day or two. I think I'm going to run Aces EFI. I don't know if any of you guys ever ran their jackpot system before. I'd love to hear what y'all thought about it, but they're running a heck of a deal right now. It's a whole lot cheaper than Holly. So I can run, I get intake, injectors, injector rails, ECM, get fuel pump filter, all the plumbing for it, and then a power distribution module, all for right around $2,000. And that's just a hard deal to beat. I talked to the guys there at Aces, and they seemed like they knew their stuff. I can run E85 on it, which would be cool for when I potentially boost this car. Overall, the kit seems pretty solid. It's got pretty good reviews, so I'm gonna give it a shot. For the money, like I said, I just can't beat it. If I run the Holley Terminator X, just the computer by itself is $1,500, and that's without any of the fuel system stuff added on. So we're gonna give it a try, and I hope it works. But the last thing I want to talk to y'all about, we're gonna give it a try. I took my valve covers off and got some neon green paint that matches that. So I hit these all, my valve covers, the wire wheel, and I think I'm going to try to paint match them. If it ends up coming out terrible or looks too ricer, I'm going to just get some black aluminum valve covers for like $100. But for a $10 can of spray paint, I'm going to give it a try. If it looks cool, it looks cool. If it doesn't, it doesn't. I'm going to get to that, and then I'll show you what they look like when I get done. I'm not going to lie, guys. For a rattle can paint job, just don't get too close. It's more like a 10-footer. Looks pretty good. Professional rattle canner. This one has one halfway coat on it, so just don't mind that. This one looks pretty good. And I did tape that off and didn't realize it blew off, so it's just going to be green too. But we're going to do like 14 more coats until it's completely green. Since we're here, I'll let y'all look into the motor, see it's not just me yapping all video. But factory valve train, except we do have, I'm not sure what brand they are. They may be BTR, slightly upgraded valve springs though, but ARP studs all the way around. It may not be ARP brand, but the guy said they're same tensile strength and seem to check out. But just AC Delco plugs, nothing. These aren't ported or anything. So nothing too special other than just cam, push rods, valve springs, which I think will be plenty. The heads, in case y'all didn't see the video, the heads are decked 5,000 and it has flat tops. New flat top pistons and new rods and all new bearings. Motor should be fresh. Other than that, that's out of a 1960-something Corvette and probably hasn't been ran in 20 years and probably won't shift through any gear. We will find out. Not 33 spine, 32 spine. I miscounted. Don't worry about that. New starter as well. So, hopefully soon we can get this thing running and y'all can get, got one on me, some more interesting stuff than me just yapping all video. I'll try to start actually video and working on it, but when I do that, the videos just get too long and nobody wants to sit down and watch an hour of me trying to figure out what I'm doing. But if y'all do, let me know. Once this thing's running, we're going to do some cool stuff with it. So y'all just keep watching. I promise we'll get there. It just may take a little time. All right, guys, the ricer mods are done. Valve covers are pretty close green to the green back there on the car. I think it'll be a nice touch. May end up changing it just back to some black normal valve covers, but for the time being, we'll run it, see if we like it, and the motor's not in the car, so we can always change it very easy. Anyway, that's gonna be it for tonight. All right, guys, if you notice, if you watched the last video, I'm in the same clothes. That's because it's the same day. But right here, fuel injection. So we're going to do a little unboxing and figure out what all I bought, because I honestly can't even remember. But hope y'all are having a good day and enjoyed the video so far. I think things will start getting more interesting now that it's actually time to start putting stuff together. Anyway, I got to figure out how to get this open because there's some, I don't even know what this is. It's just a shredded box. Oh, there's so much wiring. That scares me. That's fine. My knife broke. Oh, my mic's. Forgot about my mic. Probably sounds terrible. Hopefully y'all can't hear the grinding in the back now. I know it was terrible those first couple videos. Okay. A big bag of terrifying wiring. We will figure it out though. That is a lot more plugs than I was anticipating. Oh, what have I done? A bunch of little boxes in here now. Oh, each injector, I guess, is packaged separately in this kit. So, 3, 6, 7, 8 injectors. Next up, we have ourselves big dog stick, the computer that will control everything on this kit. After that, same box the computer was in. Hopefully, maybe I didn't buy 2 kits. That'd be kind of rough. Oh, get a close up on this. This is their 7-inch display that comes with the kit. It's pretty sweet. You can control everything from this display if you mount it on your dash, which we will be doing. And you spend $2,500, you get a sticker. Isn't that awesome? Assuming these are probably going to be fuel rails. There's 2 of those. Do not think it is fuel rails, actually. Oh, that's a O2 sensor. Sorry, I realized I set the camera up kind of low. So I guess there would be 2 O2 sensors. I'm not going to open the other one right now. Oh, sick. We got a backpack. Well, bam. It's got something in it. Better be like $1 million or something. Got a little keychain and a lanyard. A couple more stickers. And another keychain. Next on the list, we have 102 millimeter throttle body. Let's set y'all up a little better. There you go. So there's just like a spacer plate. I don't know what that is. This is what y'all want to see. Woo-hoo. This is way too big for my car, just FYI. I know it's 5'3". But that looks rowdy on it. What am I doing? How do you? Oh, there it goes. Woo-hoo. Now that's awesome right there. So they have a 500 horsepower and an 800 horsepower kit. I did the 800 just I have the intent of boosting this car at some point, like I've said. And if I go a bigger motor, like a 427, never know. I can use this kit and not have to worry about running out of fuel system on a 500 horsepower kit. And I think there's only like a $300 difference, so I might as well just do it now. This is your power distribution module. That's where you wire everything up to. That came free with the kit, I believe. Pretty cool though. Helps with the wiring a lot for fans and whatever else, starter. Not quite sure what this is. Okay, so here, sorry, kind of hard to do in space. Fuel pump. That's just a mounting bracket. Fuel pressure regulator. That looks like a silencer. This is, I think, just a filter. Yeah, just a filter. There's a regulator too. And somebody can drop that in the comments. I have no clue what that is. But that's the actual fuel system. All right, back up. We got the big box next. I have no clue how to get this up. Oh, there it is. And last but not least, you can pick your intake, whatever intake you want to run with these kits too. So you can do drive-by-wire, drive-by-cable. I chose drive-by-cable. And then you can do a high ram, low ram, high rise, low rise, mid rise, whatever they are. I did the low ram because I thought it looked the coolest. Bam! I did the black one too. Just thought it'd be a little cooler than just bare cast aluminum. But that right there is pretty sweet. Sorry. Anyway. Hope that has O-rings somewhere in this kit. It better for what I paid. One gasket. Ah, yes. O-rings and hardware. And then this is probably actually the fuel rails. If not, we will have an issue. I think that's 8N steel braided line, hardware, and then right here is your injector rails. If y'all don't know, on fuel injected cars, unless y'all do like a throttle body injection style, you have fuel rails that the fuel flows through. There's 4 ports, one for each injector to each cylinder, and then it'll mount right up here on the intake. And that's where your injector's sitting to. Anywho, that's enough for the unboxing. Probably what I'm going to do next is take this new low pro oil pan, get the engine in the air with the forklift, and then drain the oil, take the oil pan off. And yes, I'm reusing the filter because the car has not ran with that filter. And I need to save money. So I'm saving $13 on buying a new oil filter. But time to get to that. Hey guys, I want to come back on and tell y'all that this is going to be the end of this video. I did go hunting, and I was going to shoot a doe on camera with my bow. I'll throw those clips in right here. But sadly, my GoPro died and I couldn't film it with my phone shooting with the bow. So I let them live to another day. We'll get another just strictly hunting video for y'all if that's something y'all want to see, and have a little bit of that content in here too. Not so a little something other than just the car all the time. I know it probably gets boring just watching me piddle around. Next video, I'm going to do it strictly on my Aces fuel injection kit, and then putting a low pro oil pan, because it was a little more difficult than I thought it was going to be. I had to do a little bit of trimming. This next video you'll see will have all that in it. And then after that, I am ready to throw this thing in the car and get motor mounts welded up and start wiring, transmount, all the good stuff. Still got to order tires too. Then putting that off, that's another big ticket item to do. Anyway, thanks for watching. I'll see you on the next one.